Today's presentation is provided by NetSmarts and the Boys and Girls Club. We realize you may have had boring internet safety presentations in the past. However, we hope this presentation is different. We want to talk about how great technology is and ways you can stay safe while using it. I want you to take the next 30 seconds to discuss with the person next to you or some of your friends your favorite apps and websites. We also want you to be aware of what you're doing online or on your cell phone. Throughout the presentation today, we will be discussing social networking, online predators, sexting, and cyberbullying. We are all guilty of posting something without thinking ahead of how it could negatively or positively affect our personal lives. That's what we want you to do today. Think about one thing you can take from the presentation today that will make you safer online. Our first topic will be social networking. So I want you to take the next 30 seconds or so to talk to your neighbor about what you like and don't like about Facebook. The internet is available to people all over the world. We don't know who could possibly be looking at our social networking sites. I want us to specifically think about the future employers or college recruiters who may be looking at our individual profiles. As you watch this next video clip, picture your dream job or college you would like to go to.
Everybody has a dream. I had mine. My dream is to play baseball for a university. My favorite university growing up as a kid. So every day I was there after school, taking cuts. Boom, boom, just taking cuts, just trying to, get, cut closer to my dream, So, one day I come back, from practice, and I run to the mailbox. I get a letter in the mail. You got accepted, you're on the baseball team, everything is going awesome. Finally, I got into my school of my choice, I'm playing baseball for it, it's a dream come true. Everything is working so well. So here I am, just some small town kid at some big time university, and I'm just like wide-eyed going crazy, just having a ball with everything. So my first semester, one day after practice, a bunch of the guys were going out to a party, and I'm like, all right, cool. Sounds like something to do. So here we are. We go to the party. Somebody hands me a beer. I'm like, okay, it's my first college party. Why not? So, I take one down. Boom. First beer. He hands me another. Oh, come on, keep going. All right. Boom. Another one. And I probably had a few too many beers, and I'm starting to act dumb. I'm just like, like, what's up, taking pictures, and got my beer. It's like, you want that? Like, just being dumb because I'm drunk. I'm starting to act crazy, So a buddy of mine's walking around with his camera phone, just taking pictures of everybody acting dumb. And then here he goes, he gets a picture, snaps it. I got a beer in my hand. So a few days later, I find out this picture's on the internet. And everyone's seen it. Everyone sees it. Baseball friends, my coach. I don't even think my mom saw it. So here I am, everything taken away. Just like that. Scholarship, gone. Baseball, gone. School, gone. My dream, gone. All because of some picture on a camera phone. Everything I worked for, every day after school, gone.
Unfortunately, we can all relate to that video clip because of something that we may have posted or somebody had posted about us. Hopefully it wasn't anything as big as a scholarship or getting kicked off of a team, but it's something that we should definitely evaluate, especially since it has to do with our online reputation, which is just as important as your everyday reputation. And as you guys are paving the way for your future right now for college and jobs, it's definitely worth your time to think ahead before posting anything that could negatively affect your future. I mentioned earlier that the internet is available to people all over the world. This includes creepy strangers or online predators. We have to protect ourselves from online predators, which is one reason why it's important to set your social networking sites to private and to be cautious with who we add as a friend or communicate with on the internet. This next video clip shares true stories of survivors who got involved with online predators.
It happened to be 5 years ago. My parents were divorcing and things at school and with friends weren't too good. I felt like the world was falling down around me. That's when I met someone online. We would chat about everything in my life. I finally had someone to take my side and see things my way. I had someone who put me first. No matter how much I thought we could trust each other, I knew better than to meet in person with someone I had met on the internet. But one day, when school was dismissed early, there was someone waiting for me at my front door. I never thought I'd find myself in this situation. I learned the hard way that no matter who you think you're talking to online, there are people out there looking to hurt you. It doesn't matter if they're male or female, or if they look a little rough around the edges, or even if they're the most beautiful person. These people exist, online and in the real world.
It happened to me too. I was 14 and someone online sent me a private message. I shouldn't have responded, but I messaged back and 7 days later, agreed to be picked up outside of my house at midnight. I was taken to another house and what happened there was terrifying. I'll remember it for the rest of my life. I felt numb and powerless and didn't know what to do. I was too afraid to tell my parents and ashamed of what everyone would think of me. But hiding it was a mistake. I saw the car that I was taking and driving around my neighborhood all summer long. Was I being targeted again, or was someone else being victimized? I finally decided to tell someone.
I have to live with the decision I made to trust someone I met on the internet.
But the important thing is that I told someone. I'm not a victim, but a survivor.
Grooming is the term psychologists use to define what online predators do to basically meet up with their victims. They might start talking to you on Facebook, and then all of a sudden they start talking to you for months and asking you really personal things, and do whatever they can to build a trusted relationship so that you'll want to meet up offline. And this is why it's really important to report any of those red flags that are listed. Sexting is clearly more than just a photo. It's sending inappropriate pictures or words through a cell phone. Snapchat has become a really popular app that, in my opinion, asks people or invites people to take and send inappropriate photos. I want you to take the next 30 seconds to discuss with a friend what could go wrong in the 1 to 10 seconds you have to send a picture on Snapchat. We are now going to watch a video clip of a girl who put herself in a horrible position by choosing to send inappropriate pictures to her boyfriend.
What's going on? What are we doing here? I'm done. Wait, look, can we just think about this? Everyone knows. They think I'm dirt. Even my mates won't talk to me. I just want to disappear. We can't run from it. It's not fair. What have I done wrong?
I start to feel electric. Your sudden static flows. It starts to take me over. Robotic submissions go.
I wanted to show him how much I liked him. I wanted to do it.
Why don't you take a picture of me, boy?
Yeah.
All I did was take a picture and send it to my boyfriend. What's wrong with that? 5 pictures. It was just between us. I wasn't starting something public. It's not my fault. But as soon as you hit that button, it's out of our control. You can't undo and you can't go back.
Looking hot, Dirty D.
Yeah, I looked you up. So many hits.
Yeah, whatever, Jez. Get out of my face.
So, like, you can upload some more pics, like a video or something?
I'm not in the mood.
No. Seriously, like, are you like a glamour model now or something?
What are you talking about?
Dirty D, yeah? We've been checking them shots out. Everybody has.
What shots?
Oh, she doesn't know yet.
What have you done?
What, you think I did this?
Who else? They only went to you.
I know, just chill out, yeah?
Chill out! They're up on my side. Over 200 hits, Si. Start talking. What happened? What?
I sent them to Jay.
Why?
I just wanted to. I wasn't thinking, Dee.
I can't believe that you've done it.
Babe, come on, please.
Don't touch me!
Hey, I didn't upload them. It's not my fault. So what have I done? What?
You have no idea! Now they're out there, online, for anyone to see. We've got to think about the future. Future? What future? Work? University? What about when someone who wants to give me a job searches my name? What then? Well, we'll just have to face that if it happens. We can't stay here all day. Let's go home. Home? Mum will have found out by now. She'll tell Dad. He'll find out anyway. He'll flip. It was just a stupid mistake, right? But you think I don't know that? Si shouldn't have gone and sent them to Jay. Stop blaming everyone else. You sent them first. We have to face up to it. What's the point? The damage is done. It's over. That's how you want to do it. Run away from the shortest glamour career ever. Don't let's make another mistake. We got to fight back. We can start putting this right now. We can take the page down and there'll be someone at school that we can talk to. Just because you made one bad choice doesn't mean that you have to make the wrong one next time. You've got to always think before you send or share. Think about how it will affect others and yourself. Remember, pictures you take and send may become public and permanent, and the police may get involved. There's always somewhere you can go for help and advice.
Discuss with your friends a few of the consequences the girl in the video faced as a result of sending the pictures. There are several negative consequences that she might have faced, one of which includes the police. It's actually considered illegal for anyone under 18 to send an inappropriate or nude photo to anybody. It's considered child pornography, which is not taken lightly with the law, and it shouldn't be. If you take a naked picture or just a really inappropriate, provocative picture of yourself, you've produced child pornography. If you send it, then you've distributed it. And if you leave it on your phone, you have possession of child pornography. That's 3 separate charges for each picture. In the video, the girl sent 5 pictures, so she could have up to 15 charges. Could you imagine that? I want to show you another news clip of a boy named Philip Alpert who was charged for sending a naked picture of his girlfriend.
Philip, as we understand it, about a year and a half ago, you got into a fight with your girlfriend, and I guess to get back at her, you sent out a naked photo of her that she had sent to you to lots of people, including your buddies, her relatives, even some teachers. What were you thinking that day?
Well, actually, it wasn't my friends. What I did was I was really upset. It was early in the morning. I mean, not that it's an excuse, but I had her email address, and I just went in, I hit select all. I wasn't targeting, teachers or anyone specifically. It just happened that those people were in her email list.
I see. Okay, thank you. And as a result of this, of sending out this naked photo, you got in trouble, and you ultimately were convicted of a crime that you say went well beyond the act that you committed. What were you convicted of?
Technically, I was convicted of sending of child pornography.
You are now classified as a sex offender, and as a result, we understand you have been kicked out of college. You are on probation for 5 years. You had to register as a sex offender. You have to take a mandatory sex offender class for $1,500 a year. You're not allowed to use the internet. You're not allowed to live with your dad because he lives too close to a school. What has your life been like since this happened to you?
Well, just from what you mentioned there, you could probably imagine it's been bad, but knowing also that my neighbors come to my house and try to talk to me, make sure I'm not going to harm their children, that former friends of mine no longer wish to speak with me, family members are absolutely crushed because of this. Luckily, they've stood by me, but I know that I've hurt them at the same time, and it's not something that I ever wanted to do. It's something that I highly regret. I mean, I really do, and not just because I got in trouble, but because I know I hurt the girl, her family, and my friends and my family, too.
Discuss with your friends about whether or not you feel Philip Albert was charged too harshly. Our last topic is cyberbullying. We are all familiar with this term, a bully through technology. Discuss with your friends what websites you've seen cyberbullying on. Cyberbullying is everywhere. We may not be able to stop it completely, but we can definitely make a difference in the lives of the people we know. I want to share a video clip of a dad whose son was severely cyberbullied.
I pray that nobody here knows this kind of pain, this pain of losing a child. I am totally convinced that this is the worst pain that a human being could ever encounter in a life, is to lose a child. You all are loved beyond belief. And he found out that her friends and her thought it would be funny for her to pretend to like him online and get him to share and say very personal stuff, which she copied and pasted into other IMs and sent them around for a good laugh at his expense. I can't imagine the pain, the humiliation he must have felt as he stood there and these girls laughed at him. The group that we need to reach first and foremost is the bystanders. The group that stood there and laughed, that let this happened to begin with. The group that was too scared to step in and say, hey, this isn't right. I want every young person in this room that is not a bully and not bullied, but a bystander, to make a commitment that from this point on, for the rest of your life, you're not going to just stand by and laugh or let this happen. You, as a group, have the most power in this school to turn this school around and make it the best school that a young person could possibly ever go to. I can't stress enough to you guys what a terrible mistake my son made. And I pray that any young person in this audience that feels the way Ryan felt, that you give life a chance. I promise you, things work out in the long run. You haven't lived long enough to know that this is such a short period of your life. I promise you, when you get up to 30, 40, 50, you look back, this is only 2-3 years out of your life. Sure, it might have been a hellhole, but it's not forever. And things do get better if you give it a chance. And I just hope that you guys have the courage to step forward and ask for help when you ever feel the way Ryan felt. Please don't ever forget Ryan's story and the fragility of adolescence. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
I hope Ryan's story affected you enough to make you want to think about what you say to people online or in person. I also want you to think of how you can make a difference. What can you do as a bystander to report cyberbullying? Thank you for watching the NetSmarts Internet Safety presentation. We want to challenge you again to think of one thing from today's presentation that you can add to your life to make a positive difference or to be safer online.